Hi, Phil with Diode. We're here in the studio today to show you how to wire up your LED driving light kit for the WRX and STI using the supplied wiring harness. Now today we'll be showing you how to wire these up to run in conjunction with your high beams as an auxiliary driving light, but there are a couple other options that we'll touch on a little bit later in the video. Our Stage Series light bars were designed to be SAE compliant for both auxiliary driving and fog light depending on your lens choice. Installation should only require a couple of hand tools, but let's go ahead and get started. Since we're setting this kit up to work in conjunction with the high beams, we'll need to gain access to the high beam fuses. It's located in the fuse block in the engine bay. Simply remove the cover and go ahead and set that aside. Now since I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and loosen the 12mm and 10mm nuts located on the battery post just to make my install a little bit more smooth. You'll want to remove the 12mm entirely, but you should be able to just loosen the ground post. Now that you have access and everything's kind of prepped, I'd suggest laying out your wire harness so you can figure out where you're going to route the wires and make sure your connectors are in the right spots. Now all of our harnesses do ship with a module to allow you to connect your driving light kit to your fuses. If you decide to go with an alternate method or use the toggle switch, you'll simply need to remove this. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and get started by removing the fuses for both the high and low beam in the 15 and 30 amp fuse in the block here. Simply use a pair of needle nose or your fuse puller to pull these guys out. Now you'll need to install the included spade connector onto the fuse itself. Simply line up the slot on one of the spades on the fuse, slide it over, and push it on down to lock it in place. You'll need to repeat this on both the high and low beam fuse. Now that you have your spades installed on both of your fuses, we can go ahead and return these to the fuse block, making sure that your 15 amp goes in the high beam slot and your 30 in the low. Once you have your fuses reinstalled, you can now connect our module. You'll notice that there are two input wires, one red and one white. The red will be for your DRL, which will be your high beam fuse. And the white will be for your low. Once you have these connected, we can go ahead and reconnect the battery terminals. You can now secure these with your 12 and 10mm sockets. Now that you have your signal and power and ground connected, you can go ahead and move on to plug in the Diode connectors to the light bars themselves. This will allow you to power these directly and then go ahead and test using your high beam switch to ensure functionality before you button up all the wiring. Now that you have all your wiring connected and you've tested functionality, you can go ahead and start tucking wiring to finish your installation. Now we talked a little bit about having a couple different ways you can go with this kit, and as I mentioned before, this was to run these as an auxiliary driving beam. You can, however, run these as fogs or a manual switch if you'd like. You just have to route this cabling through the firewall into the cabin of the car and connect to the appropriate location for powering the device. We hope this video was helpful in getting your LED driving light kit wired up and running. For more information on this product or for more information on installation, please visit us at diodedynamics.com or use our dealer locator to find a dealer near you. Thanks for watching.